Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online.
Is the audio on now? Can we talk now?
Okay.
Chris.
I love that. But there is this really awesome. But Jorash, for your first part there, the old Mechwarrior 2 had the best startup sequence voice. Yeah. I'm just saying, if we need a piece of audio for the beginning of it, it's very, very good.
We can get it.
All right, now, why have you brought us here, Eric?
Today, I have wanted to show you all these two games that I love and have been wanting to play, and I really wanted to put a game together for Kiko.
Well, indeed, and he deserves it.
He does. But we are going to be playing a mix, which I think is really neat on Catalyst game side, a mix between the Mechwarrior RPG Destiny and Battletech's Alpha Strike.
Well, and it should be emphasized, I think, that it's not like a homebrew thing. This usage is an on-label usage, for lack of a better term, right? I mean, it's for this.
Inside of the Mechwarrior Destiny book, it gives you all the things you need to convert to either Total War or Alpha Strike.
So for the layman, what is Destiny?
Destiny is the RPG side.
Okay.
And it uses the queue system, and it's a very light role-playing improv form of RPG where we micro GM. I'm going to set the scene, and then I'm just going to toss the mic over to you, and you get to GM for a little bit, and then you pass. When you're done, you're going to pass it over to Kiko, and then it all goes around.
It's the circle of life.
It is the circle of life.
And what is Alpha Strike?
Alpha Strike is a new version of the old Battletech rules,
right?
They've recently come out with, and I happen to love them or love this.
Well,
version.
yeah. And whenever they release new content, it always seems like it has an Alpha Strike variant. So it's boiled way down. I mean, I played Battletech in high school, and it can be. There's some diagrams.
Yeah.
Would you say that Alpha Strike is more of a broader wargaming rule set to Battletech than traditional Battletech?
I wouldn't say it's broader. You get to do all the same things. We can go from mech scale all the way up to space combat with it. Same like Total Warfare. But what it does is it streamlines a lot of the rules and makes the gameplay a lot quicker.
Well, I meant broader in the sense that you can use more mechs.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Rather than
yes.
traditional Total War where you are controlling the mech.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because
there's enough meat on those bones.
We can create lances. Again, this is stuff you can do on the RPG side, is go hire mercenaries.
Right.
And build out full lances, bring in some new people to the bay.
Hire in.
Right. And we'll go
Imports.
from there.
Yeah, exactly.
But our world starts. Our world starts out on the edges of the free world leagues system. Our captain Stavron Otho here, and his commander, I think, probably because he's the only other person on the ship.
It might be. It's
his second in command.
It's the other person who knows how to drive things.
Roshan Cole.
Yeah. Now, it should be said, I have not let him drive any mechs yet.
Not yet. Okay. Stavron has just been given. He negotiated a deal with his uncle to go off on his own, have his own ship, and create
a splinter group, basically, of the family business.
Yep. And they have recently accepted their first job, and the only people on their ship, the Calypso?
The Calypso.
Okay.
Exactly.
The Calypso is Stavron and Roshan, and their navigator Burnout, and his daughter, the engineer, Zigzag.
Right. Thus named because she grew up on the ship, and certainly as a young person had a tendency to play hide and seek.
Throughout the ship?
Throughout the ship. Certainly, just imagine a young child who doesn't really understand what ordnance is, hiding and seeking by missiles and other weapons.
So Stavron would have been a teenager at that time when she was a little kid.
The truth is, I grew
about that.
The truth is that
on his father's ship.
I grew up on the same ship, And so it's not super crazy for me. I've never actually lived on any kind of planet of any kind. I am from space. That is my, that is an identity, essentially, is that, I'm content to watch all of these planets fight each other and try to skim as much cream as I can off of these.
You take no sides? You're just skimming off the top?
It's, as soon as it makes financial sense for me to take a side, I do it. And then immediately once the contract is concluded, I forget that. So that is the system. But no, I think of Zigzag as something like a little sister, even though I'm, substantially, I'm maybe 14 years older than she is. But she grew up under the same circumstances. My father doted on her also. And Burnout is something like an uncle as well. Better than my actual uncle, certainly, who is trash.
Do you think he's trash? I mean, he did let you go and take a ship. He did a crew with mechs.
He did let me go, but this is our family business. So if he allowed me to keep some of the things I already owned as my property, it's hard to compliment that. You know what I mean? I just don't trust him. I don't trust him. I have ideas.
Okay.
I have ideas about who he might actually be, and my biggest fear is that we're going to end up on a job and he is going to be hired on the other side, and he's not going to wait. He's just going to pull the trigger. That's what I think.
Okay.
I trust him about as far as I can throw him, and that's in 0G. So it's, if you time it, it's pretty far, but
yeah,
it's a mode of speech. It's a earthling tradition.
But before your father's death, he picked up a young man. Roshan, and brought him on the ship, correct?
Well, yeah. Well, Roshan, my understanding is that Roshan had been essentially orphaned by a misjump, by a jump mishap. Mm-hmm. And you ended up, my father was able to secure you from the Solaris 7 games. How did you end up in a gladiator ring?
Just orphaned, didn't have anything lined up, ended up there,
and they just dropped you in one of these.
Dropped you into a ring?
No, not into a ring
fight?
So much. It's more of like a team kind of thing.
You're on the roster.
Yeah, on the roster, sort of like a sub.
Yeah, exactly.
I was riding the bench. Did not actually have a lot of time in a cockpit. A lot of time in the simulators.
Oh, yeah, exactly. How many combat drops?
Never been in an actual combat drop. But eventually my time there did not work out, and was picked up by the mercenary company.
Exactly, yeah. Secured by my father.
Very cheap. Before
his death, essentially farm league, right? We're going back. He knew that we were going to need fresh blood. Mm-hmm. And so essentially it became my job, I think, to sort of take you under my wing, which, I presume this conversation
not
was...
even really taking up, I was like a pity gift from your uncle. Yeah. Because I wasn't carrying my weight in the mercenary company either. So now we're essentially in the Karate Kid phase where it's so he's got how many hours in this simulator? And that's not the same as being a mech warrior. And so right now we're at the phase where he is doing a lot of basic maintenance. So he's essentially waxing mechs. My value is currently unknown.
He's waxing mechs is his task. And things are not great. I was able to secure the Calypso from my uncle, and part of the reason is that the Calypso is essentially was the nursemaid ship of the company. Mm-hmm. They have better, more advanced ones now, but it has a lot of parts that have basically been replaced, and weapons in the Calypso that needed to be replaced have essentially been removed and painted black, do not equip this. Right? And so
our store is like the livery of the company is essentially that one of the weapons on the right side is something from the stores. This is our first mission. I can talk a good game, but it remains to be seen whether or not this is a functional mercenary company.
Well, with that, our scene opens up, and you are in the cockpit of your mech. You've touched down on planet Landfall. And
Tasteful.
Yeah, you get the familiar smell of leather and steel from inside the cockpit. As your neural helmet drops down, you feel the mech powering on, and then you hear,
I hit it. Son of a god.
Hey, Captain, if you make it through this, do you mind if we spend a couple C-bills on maybe a better comm system?
I'm not the mechanic.
Yeah, I don't work for free.
Neither do I. I mean, my understanding, listen, if your girl can't fix these comm systems.
Yeah, she can. Just give me a little cash. I mean, yes, we can get it done.
Are you just covering your mouth? Do these actually work?
Yes, they work. No, they don't work.
No C-bills.
Anyways, you know the mission, Captain. Get in, get the mech, salvage it, get back out. That's it. But remember, this one is special. This is a job for Caleb. Something about dead friend, get his mech back, wants to honor him, yada, 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 whatever. Anyways, get in, get the mech, get out, let's get paid.
All right, here. So is this basically the maiden voyage for Roshan? Mm-hmm. So I have a Pouncer. You have the Nova, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So this is the maiden voyage. And so I am going to stand a little bit behind and to the right. I just want to see how Roshan... I just want to make sure that, like, each foot's going in front of the other. I want to make sure that the weapons are not trained on me. I want to see some torso twisting.
Yeah, now Zigzag is such a great engineer, even at her age. She was able to put a VTOL system on your Aerodyne spaceship.
Oh, on the Calypso.
On the Calypso, which is
not supposed to happen.
Not supposed to happen.
They're like jump capable vehicles.
She dropped both of your mechs get dropped down onto land, and that's where we'll set up.
Okay.
Tom?
Oh, is Tom going to help you out?
I hope, if he gets off this thing.
Here, Tom. Here. Now, my understanding is that we need something. So, are we going to go out there?
No. You're going to come to that side of the table.
Oh boy. Here, let me grab these and put them over here. Oh boy. Oh, here. I'll get out of your way. Put that there. I keep this character sheet handy just in case I need to do some negotiation, acting, or leadership. Oh yeah, Talp is calling out the rare ghostly clockwork sighting.
Yeah.
So zesty.
And you hear from Burnout. He says, Captain, I got you up on top of a hill. It should be an easy in and out. All there is a locust. Take care of them. Grab the supply and get out of Dodge. And with that, we'll start Alpha Strike.
Okay.
Now, there's a little bit of a mix when we do Alpha Strike 2.
Right.
In the RPG, you get plot points. In Alpha Strike, you get plot points as well, but they're based on your edge. So
Right.
each of you are going to start with one plot point that you can spend.
And we can use these plot points to enact certain things, like in terms of the combat system, but we can also use them to role play and change the story or set things up, right?
That mostly happens in the RPG side.
Yeah.
On the table, you can use it for, you have a sheet that has all these different defensive actions,
Right.
opposition or offensive actions, neutral actions.
Well, and then you also get, every time we spend a plot point, you get that point.
Exactly. And I
And
get to
you
do
have your
things.
own menu of things that you can kick off, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, I hate that. Okay, so we can see that there's a
a clan mech, a mad cat, or Timberwolf.
You know that Bernard told you it was a locust. That's
okay.
the only thing he saw in the SATCOM.
Oh, okay. I'm looking. I'm
there,
looking
yeah.
with my eyes.
Yeah.
So this is the salvage mission, but it isn't really about salvage so much as it's about trying to get our mitts on this.
Yeah.
For a social purpose. It sounds like it's it's meaningful.
You know that you're an old friend of your father's, who's basically a fixer.
Was that Clive?
Caleb Brightmore.
Caleb. Okay.
Caleb Brightmore. He's always been to you, Stavron, a really firm supporter, mostly because of your dad.
Oh, okay. Well, and also the fact that he dished up job 1.
Yeah.
Like that means a lot to me.
And this was, he gave you your first try, but this is also a special requisition for him.
Exactly. So it's meaningful to him. There's an expectation that I'm going to do a good job because I sort of understand what's important about it. Exactly. But you're saying that there is a locust down there, a light mech, and that's all he's seen on the scan. Like that's really the only thing we know about this environment.
Yep.
This is landfall?
This is planet landfall. So how we start off with almost every traditional war game, we're going to roll for initiative.
Oh, exactly right.
Now, initiative is interesting in this.
It's weird. It actually works backwards to the way that you think it would, right?
So someone from your side is going to roll, and then I'm going to roll.
Oh, it's team.
Yeah, this is team-based.
Kiko, is that acceptable?
Good boss.
All right, here we go.
Ha! The new dice are working already.
All right.
Right?
So I had a.
Oh, you got 8. No, sorry, I was wrong. You have the initiative.
I think you actually knocked. This was a 1. You actually knocked it into a 2.
Hey, all's fair in war.
Fair enough.
So you have the initiative.
Yeah.
But interestingly enough, the person that rolls the lower initiative moves and does combat first.
Yeah.
Because that simulates that you have a better awareness of the field.
Yeah, essentially because it inverts it, we have a better sense of.
You know where I've moved.
Yeah,
right?
we can enact, and then when it comes times to shoot, then it goes to us, right?
No. I shoot first, but then that allows you to make the decisions on how you want to shoot afterwards. Still the same thing.
Yeah.
And what happens now, I'll move, but when you're deploying, or when we're moving first, if we were deploying, I would essentially move mine first, and then you would move both of those.
Oh yeah, our turn is shared.
Yes, but if there are uneven numbers, if you have double what I have, you have to move two mechs, and then I have to move 1.
Yeah, just speeds things up.
So I'll move. Yeah, exactly. So the locust. If we want to look at, I'll show you guys the locust card. If you want to look at the locust card, it has a 16-inch move. So this is a real sprinter.
Yeah. So light mechs, that's their advantage. They're scooting around. What's that?
Upside down.
Oh, is it?
Oh, is it? I'm sorry.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's put it with the words.
Yeah. Locust. Oh wow. So he's already, and turning is okay at the end of your movement?
Turning is always okay. You can make it face wherever you want. Now, here's what a firing arc looks like.
Yeah.
So
it's the back.
The back is the rear arc. Anything in front of that line is considered a valid target.
Right. And then any weapons that can connect with that back, we get extra. It's easier for us to hurt a mech in that position, right?
Exactly. Now you both can move your mechs.
All right. All right, Roshan. Is your comms working?
Yes, they are functional. All right, so I got to move 10 inches, and there's a J indicator, which means I have jump jets.
You have jump jets.
Right.
Now you can use one or the other stat block when you have jump jets.
So you're either doing for me, it's a 12-inch move running or a 10-inch jump.
Yep. And in order to go over something, you have to have half of, if say this is 3 inches, you have to have 6 inches of minimum jump to do that.
Okay, so I have move 10 J, so I can either move on foot 10 or jump 10.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What are the ranges in terms of
Firing?
Firing.
Absolutely. Short range is up to 6 inches. Long range, and you'll notice this it's all here. When we're going to go through this when we in our first fights. Short range, medium range is 6 to 24 inches. Long range is 24 to 42 inches.
So a lot of the game is fought at medium.
Now, if you look at your stat block, it'll show you if you can fire at long range, short and medium.
Some can't.
Some can't. Some only have short range capabilities.
I believe this has all plasma rifles built into the arms.
All right, so we have some difficult terrain here for a mech, so I'm going to go ahead and use my jump jets.
Just jump down?
Yeah, to jump down.
And you can always fall down without using jets if you want to jump off of a side.
Oh, okay.
Yep. It's just going up. That's the thing. With a mech, we'll use this for now. If you wanted to jump up, anything over 2 inches, if you don't have jump jets, if you want to get up, if it's over 2 inches, you can't.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just walk into it like this.
That being said, you can crash into and explode buildings.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you're a little weirded out by the smoothness.
Well, no, exactly. I'm like, hey, and you're like, yeah, it's working. And then it's like, you just fly off of the hill and hit the ground. But you have, I mean, the truth, you can almost certainly interdict this thing because it's between 6 and 24 inches, right? Oh, it's just right out. It's just out of the edge. Okay.
and all you need for line of sight is to be able to look at, get a bead.
Exactly. All right. Well, here, I'm going to...
Stavron, you can see from your vantage point that the locust has moved around.
Oh, it has.
The
Absolutely.
outpost.
So I'm just going to run my way down the hill. And all my stuff, I have no long-range weaponry at all.
Okay.
I have decent, short, and mid. But man, mid is a huge window of attack.
Yep, absolutely. So with that, our first round concludes. Because I don't think we're firing.
No, I don't think so.
So let's roll for some initiative again.
Yeah. Five.
I think you might have it this time.
6. All right. We love it. Okay. So let's jump in.
All right.
So, because we have one initiative, you
I move
first.
And now remember, what happens here is, let's say you destroy that mech, I still get to shoot back. All the resolution is done at
It's
the end
simultaneous.
phase. Yep. Cool. I'm gonna move a 16. You clearly
Fast.
after seeing that jump down, the locust
Has made a play.
easily can see you. Can we move to that triangle right
Of course.
there? All right, your move. Roshan, you can see the locust now directly in front of you.
I'm moving into a flanking position,
As you should.
and short range is 6 inches.
6
It
inches.
is.
And also, if you are able to get in its back arc here, you get 1 extra damage point.
Exactly. So clearly the play for me is to use my full 12 inches of movement and mirror Roshan's... Let's go this way. And mirror Roshan's flank. So already I'm thinking, okay, there's something I don't get about this kid. Like, because I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, okay, well, let's go for a okay, I guess. I would love to issue a command.
But nothing happens, yeah. So now, the locust, you just see its torso move and look.
Yeah.
That kind of both of you?
Yeah, exactly. It's caught betwixt. He's between Scylla, which would be Kiko, and then this is Charybdis over here.
Did you say Scylla?
Yeah,
Yo, with a Rizza?
it's
I thought
Scylla.
it was Scylla.
So did I. I'm so mad. I've been saying it wrong forever.
Abaddon.
Yeah, Abaddon. All right, so The locust is now going to fire into the pouncer. Or Roshan. No, sorry, the Nova.
The Nova T.
The Nova T.
So what we do for this is we take the base target number, which you guys have calculated, correct? This is on me for my guy, for my mech
This is
warrior.
the number you told me last night.
That's the number I told you last night.
Yeah.
And then mine is 5. So I'm starting at a 5.
Okay.
Then we go down this list,
Oh, and see all the modifiers that
all the
might.
modifiers. This makes it go so quick and easy.
Yeah, yeah.
So then it's attack movement modifiers. What did I do? I did a ground movement, so I don't add anything to that 5.
Yeah.
Target movement modifiers. You did a ground movement, so I add your TMM. What's the TMM? And that is on the top part
That's
of
on the
your
card
card.
itself.
2.
So I'm at a 7 right now.
Okay.
Nobody jumped. You're not submerged. You're not immobile. You're not airborne. You're not in woods, which would give added effects.
Mm-hmm.
You are at a short range, so there's no modifier because we're
Right.
within 6 inches. I have a 7 to roll. Hits. 2 points of damage coming in.
Okay. And
Now-
we have the dry erase.
We have the dry erase. Now that's going to go on your armor
Okay,
first.
so 2 pips on the armor have been marked.
Hey, Ferris. Nice to see you.
All right.
Yeah.
Your go.
Okay, so now it's just time for us to open up the weapons.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see Roshan get hit with beams coming out of this locust.
Not through. Nothing too bad.
I did it.
Not through.
You saw a lot of armor get knocked off.
Yeah. It was a hit.
Yeah. You see a couple dented plates.
he's gonna get hit.
Exposed wire.
All right. I'm paying very close attention. Yeah. So why don't you do yours first, just so that can be the moment. I'm just in the cockpit. He's dialed in. All the target solution is established.
You just hear it through the comps. 30% armor loss. All right, so let's fire back.
Yeah. Exactly.
So I'm both within short range and medium range. What does that mean?
You take a short range. Short range is usually going to be better. Or you can take either one, but typically short range damage is better.
Now, some mechs have very different weapon capabilities at different ranges. For you, short range basically just means there's no additional modifiers.
Okay.
Yeah. You want to
So-
use short range.
So short range, I have.
Hey, Scooty.
There's an indicator here that says 6.
That does the damage.
That's the damage.
So right now, let's go down the list. First is that base number we talked about.
So that's 3.
That's 3. Okay. You did a ground movement, right?
Yes.
So you don't add anything. If it was the last turn you jumped, you would have added +2.
Okay.
Because you jumped, but you're at a 3.
So ground movement says plus TMM.
That's the target. This is you. This is the
Got
second
it.
one down.
Okay, attacker.
So you're still at a 3. Now we go to the target. What did I do? I move, so I add you add TMM, which is 3. So you're at a 6.
Yeah.
Nothing else applies on the rest of this chart. So you got to roll above a 6.
Okay.
And that means he's pretty good.
Not good enough.
Okay. Stavron, you see scatter rockets just flying around this locust, but the locust is just kind of dancing.
And it's like, in my wisdom, I did stay a little
Yeah.
off the
of the fire
linearity
Yeah.
of it. And in my mind, it's just like, I can see like dollar values attached
Yeah.
to every missed
What is your rank?
in this.
No, I mean within the company, like you.
I'm the owner, basically. Owner and operator.
Okay, then it's like no damage confirmed.
All right. Now, so let's build my
Do you know your number? Let me find it.
4 is the one from my character.
Okay.
Okay.
So you start at 4.
Yeah.
You moved, right? So
I did.
This is your attack movement modifier. Nothing. There's no added bonus for that. I moved, so you add 3,
Okay.
you're at
So
7?
we're up to 7.
and nothing. You're in short range, so nothing else applies.
Perfect. Yeah. Oh, is this why we have a very open environment here so that we can learn the TMMs? I'm loving it.
Yes.
All right. That connects.
All right. Now
three.
You're in short range. It's your damage.
3 damage.
All right. So with the Locust, you see all of its armor get shredded off.
It just punches. It punches right through some portion of it.
Yeah,
Down
and-
into the meat.
And you see pieces of metal falling off of the body of it. And you get to roll on the critical hit chart because you've broken through the armor
Because
and
it
got
went down to the red.
1 point of structure.
All right, now tell me about this.
You're going to roll 2d6.
Indeed, the critical hits, like that stuff, that's all sort
right
of
on the card.
modeled on the card for the Locust. That's great.
On your second page, we'll see what.
Yeah. Critical hits. Hoo-hoo.
Critical hits.
All right. Critical hits. You
Are critical
say.
hits universal? This table?
Yes, they're universal.
every mech?
Absolutely. Yep. They're different.
For vehicles,
The mechs
proto-mechs,
have
and
different
mechs. Yeah.
pips sometimes.
Okay. But
The table is always, and on your attack roll, if you roll 2 6s, immediate crit, even if you don't
even if
break
you haven't
armor.
busted armor.
Even if the armor's ready to go. All right, let's try this. 2d6.
A 10.
10 seems
Front
good.
fire control has been burnt. You see the antenna of the Locust just go crumbling to the ground. And every time I try to hit, I have to add 2 more to my number.
Oh, so it screws up that whole calculation. Listen, Kiko, I think we did okay on this one.
All right. I'm going to avoid traffic.
Yeah.
Going home.
Goodbye. One
Right.
Locust.
Initiative.
Here we go. 6.
5.
All right, now. But listen, I'm happy to take the first shot. Now I don't want initiative. Yeah. So I mean, it seems to me like
Do you decide who has initiative when you win? Oh, you just...
The person with the lowest number moves first.
Okay.
So I move first. Well, didn't you? You had a 5. I had a 4. Oh, 6. No, you. Sorry, you moved
we
first.
definitely lost initiative. So I think that there's a great play for me to get into the back of this. This is the best part. This is the initiative. This is why it's cool because now he's going to move. This is Aeronautica.
Yeah.
Right? I think that it is worth. I know from those sparks, that damage, I know that he's got nothing left. So
You're gonna try and go get the.
I'm going to check out. Let's see, 12. I can get to it. It's 9 and then 3 inches. I'm just going to run a scan on this, make sure this is not a trap, make sure that this isn't anything untoward. But I can, of course, this is well within my medium range. I still get to make a shot, but I'm just hitting a button. I'm just letting it calculate.
You'll get a rear shot.
Yeah, and this is the fantasy, right? But again, I'm not like completely like focusing my attention on it. I'm in the middle of a fight, but I'm just going to hit the button, scan this thing.
As you scan the mech, all that's really left is the cockpit and one of its missile banks.
Oh, one of its like LRM banks.
You do see a body that has been charred to crisp lying in the pocket, in the cockpit, mouth, jaw cracked over,
Jesus.
completely burnt.
Okay, so it's just like I look away from that screen. Like I don't. That's more than I want.
Roshan continues his path around, flanking from the
Circling
rear.
like jackals. All right. So now this piece of shit.
Where you want it?
Give him to me. You see him run this way.
Okay.
Okay, that is definitely looking like a trap to me. He's not here for us to shoot or fight at all, is he?
Roshan, do you have range on him?
Here, let's see.
medium?
24 inches,
Or
right?
long? Do you have long range weapons yet?
No,
No
this
long, but it
is
within
medium.
I can't shoot you, so
Okay.
you're in the firing arc. You are going to get a rear shot on him, so 1+ damage.
Okay. But I got to hit first.
Oh, it's a bonus damage. We like that. Now, and at medium range,
Yeah, exactly, John. No sane locust would ever hang around right now.
All right. So,
Yeah.
base target number 3, ground movement 0, ground movement on the target, so that's another 3. So that brings me to 6, and so this is now medium range.
Exactly.
So +2. So you're
Plus
at
2,
8.
so I'm at 8.
Okay. That's not hard.
13.
Yes.
Holy crap!
Oh no, that's not.
I was like, wait a
9.
minute. 9 still hits.
Yeah,
Still hits. Just
much
punch
damage?
straight through the back of it.
6 damage.
It's annihilated. This
You
is a core
see
breach.
the mech explode like fireworks on the 4th of July.
So something's going on in your head that at
this is
medium range.
This is a good shot.
Yeah, that shot should not have happened with the movement, the speed that locust was moving
I was
at.
already preparing a firing solution to handle it, because this wasn't going to work.
Right.
So a salvo leaps out of the Nova, shreds the locust, and I'm just so. Do I detect anything about this?
You get Captain.
I don't have time.
Captain.
No.
Captain. Remember how I said we should put a couple dollars in our comm system? Maybe
I couldn't hear you because the comm system was of low quality.
Maybe we should put some money in our SATCOM system instead. Do you want the good news or bad news?
Give me the bad news.
Okay, I've got 3 new mechs coming in on your location.
And one of those is the Mad Cat, right? That's the one that's at my feet right now.
Yeah, I don't think that's how it works.
So how am I gonna? Do I need to get the Calypso over here to yank this cockpit up?
I don't think that the Calypso is going to move into the battle space.
Oh no
until...
no. This all has to be safe. But I'm just saying, like this thing here. Ultimately, once we have dealt with the area,
You know that it's
once we
only-
secure the site, the Calypso can come and get the salvage.
Or you can role play this out. You can attach power cords, rope cords, steel, and just drag it up to the Calypso if you want.
just use my plasma guns like chopsticks.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, here.
Because it's not the whole mech; it's just the cockpit.
No. First things first. Okay, so we have a blackjack, a fucking shadow, like a Shadowhawk.
You don't actually know because you've never really experienced this on a battlefield before.
Oh no, I'm just saying I see some silhouettes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like reaching under the cockpit for
you're
the
like,
you got
like a Rolodex
for the recognition guide.
Yeah. It's like I think I got some time in the tech readout.
All right, we got this. We got this.
All right, initiative.
What is my honorific for you? Like, what do I call you?
Commander.
Commander? Okay.
In real life too.
Okay.
Alrighty. We want this one to go our way. How about 3?
Well, no, I think we want to move first, so we don't want this to go our way.
True.
There's nothing saying you can't run back up to the Calypso.
Oh no, I
you got all the things you can do in the world.
completely. But now it's about the principle of the thing.
Before we get started here,
Yes.
So if we're just attempting to secure the cockpit, it's not that big of a, and assuming that every mech warrior has an ejection system, it won't be difficult for us to remove the cockpit. The Nova T
Yeah.
has Omni special, which allows me to carry troops with me.
Oh,
So I do have some capacity.
I have Omni as well. I mean, so if there's some way for us to decouple this and get out of here, I'm just saying this is a surprising amount of riposte. So maybe this is a running fight,
Okay, you're the,
right?
you are the commander.
I think this might be a running fight. All right, so yes, I mean I'll go first.
Okay.
I have decent armor.
But you won the initiative, right?
Yeah.
So I moved first.
Yeah. Oh no, I did not win the initiative at all.
Yeah, okay,
6
yeah, sorry, 6, right?
to 3. You win.
So
Yeah, take it away.
no,
we lost.
you
So
moved
we
first.
I got it now.
All right, it takes a bit because it's counterintuitive to how we've always played.
Okay, so is there a way for me? I have 12 inches of movement, but this game isn't really designed around like interacting with the environment and doing things like that.
So technically, yes and no. I mean, if you want to get some cover,
Yeah.
You can get partial cover if a third of your mech,
a third of the base.
of the up is covered, and then not above 2/3.
So if
basically, if this is open, you get partial cover.
If I have 12 inches of movement, can we say that I move 5 to 6 images, but I'm pulling one of these legs with me?
Yeah.
Here, then that's what we're going to do. I'm just going to move half my movement.
Yeah, you launch out a grappling hook
Exactly.
and pull that thing with you.
And just, I'm going to say we're going to have half the movement, but I'm going to drag this this gutted timber wolf with me. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what we're looking at, BC.
Moving to cover our retreat.
Okay.
That's awesome, Crescent. All right, so here they come. They're just running out of the fucking woods.
Okay. You have the first fire if you can.
We need some new equipment. All right, now, so hook me up here with some LOS type situations. I mean, I'm just trying to figure out
now, what you want to do is look behind. You can get down behind the mech, and if you can see this.
Okay, so is it like that?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I could probably see something, but having this interstitial is probably going to affect my shot,
so
right?
the way it works is if 2/3 of your mech is covered by an interstitial, you don't have line of sight.
Oh, okay.
So if you think 2/3 is up,
I think this is probably not legit. I can like see his head around the edge of this dome that I've pulled around the edge, but I don't think I have anything clean like that on there.
No clean shots.
Now, what about this? Is a better call.
He's out in the open, so you can easily see it. How much of him can you see?
Oh, I mean, half.
Half? Okay, so then he's going to have partial cover.
Yeah.
So it'll be +1 to the.
Okay, so it just adds to that calculation,
exactly.
Right? Okay. Well, I think that I have to even if I don't pop him, I have to fire on him just so that he knows this is not free. Right? So, yeah, I mean, let's head over there. I'm going to get it dialed in.
All right, so your base number 4, right?
Base number 4, exactly right.
You've moved, so that's nothing.
He has moved, so
moved.
that's 3.
No. He's a big boy. It's only 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
They all have different TMMs.
Oh, okay. So then we're at 6, and then he has partial cover, so we're at 7.
Yep.
No.
Roshan, you just see a salvo go across this outpost, kind of breaking, pieces of the outpost off as it lands in front of this Phoenix Hawk.
I say, Roshan, I want you to do it like that, but I want it to connect.
Okay, Roshan sees that we need to focus fire here to even the odds numbers-wise. So he's going to let loose a salvo at medium range.
Yeah. And you just have him dead to rights, basically.
Yeah, so 3 plus 2, so 5. Medium range adds 2.
So I'm at 7.
Yep.
Letting it go.
No. Stavron, you too see Roshan make a salvo of his streaker missiles out of his hands, and they streak right into the complex.
Well, maybe there'll be less cover. Maybe I'll get better shots next time. Now I'm yelling at Burnout. I'm like, I need you to get Caleb on the line. If there's any information you can get for me about how I'm going to die on here, just as a trivial, just for some info.
You had one job.
I have a lot of jobs. I wear a lot of hats.
All right, I'll dial him up. Give me a minute. You know,
right. So
space talk doesn't happen quick.
It's not free. No. So basically we have dished up 2 absolute misses over here.
A 5 misses, Kiko.
Okay, we love that. What's it spitting out over here?
The Phoenix Hawk has pulse cannons. So you just see 2 beams shoot to the left and right of Roshan's shoulders.
I hate it.
There is melee in Alpha Strike.
Yes. There can absolutely be jumping, especially with the jump jets. One can leap down.
And you... All right. Captain! Yeah, Caleb was kind of amenable. He basically said anybody else you bring down with you, he'll give you an extra 500 C-bills, 500,000 C-bills.
Okay. I say, well, that's...
He's already pissed off enough, apparently, for what they did to his friend.
Well, I say that's unlikely. That's probably not going to happen. But I love the energy. Right here. So now these guys probably don't have great shots.
They don't have any shots.
Is the hope, right?
Yeah.
If I couldn't shoot him, we're on the same thing. So now it's time for initiative again. God, so if we focus fire over here and try to dismantle these guys, that seems like a lot of money.
Yeah, you already know you're working at 4 million C-bills right now.
Okay.
And the way we're going to play this in our game is 1 XP is equal to 500,000 C-bills.
Right.
So you're going to be able to mix and match.
You can mix and match
do
for
a lot of
leveling
fun
up or for buying new mechs.
mechs. Yeah.
All right.
I wanted you to still have the fun of hearing C-bills.
The other thing that we like about this is that if we can put holes in a few of these, there might be something to bring home too. All right. Initiative, right? That's pretty good. That's real good. He did better than me.
So don't we move first?
Oh yeah, you move first.
We definitely move first. Let me grab my tape. All right. Well, now that we have our treasure over here, do we want to swap sides and use this as cover from the Phoenix or from the Shadowhawk? Come around here and then try to eat up the smallest one and then go this way?
I think that they have a couple turns to try and get us.
Oh, to try to get us lined
out of
up.
Cover. I'm staying put to get the bonus. No movement.
Yeah.
I'll get a bonus to my shots.
Well, yeah, honestly, yeah. What if we just keep opening up? Like I'm not going to move. I sort of like where I'm at here. We'll see we'll see what he can ante up for us.
I'm going to stand still as well.
Immortan Joe, I am dishing up the Pouncer tea. I got the plasma.
Okay, combat begins.
Okay,
All right, so I had a 7 last time, I think it was.
Yep, it'll be a 6 now.
It'll be a 6 now.
Yep, because you're not in short range,
Not in short range yet.
but standstill gives you a -1.
Okay. Been tracking the movement.
Yeah,
this
full time.
entire time.
Right?
Yes, on the dot 6.
Thank the Lord. So if you had moved,
I would have missed
no
that,
hit.
yeah.
Well, listen, we love 6 points.
So full salvo into the torso. It's 6 damage.
Roll me a crit.
Okay.
Stavron, you see
Did it punch through?
you see 8 streaker missiles fly out, sounding like bottle rockets hitting the torso
They shriek.
of this Phoenix Hawk.
Man, maybe I can clean it up.
This is an 8, which is a weapon hit.
We love this.
Oh no, -1 damage for each time.
Oh, filthy nasty. All right, now, Rashawn, what do you think? Should I, if you got into the meat of this thing, there might be an opportunity.
You see that the Phoenix Hawk is so damaged that its shoulders are almost falling off. And you see just wires hanging down,
my armor
sparking.
bundles. Here, so is there a scenario where I
I think we
engine
take
kill.
the opportunity to.
finish?
They're still vulnerable out here in the open.
Yeah.
So they have no cover. Next turn, they're going to be on us
Right.
in short range.
Yeah.
So I think we hope for a crit and maybe do some
On this side?
component damage on this side.
Yeah. All right, and then we just keep cleaning them up.
Yep.
All right, I'm loving it. Well, I have not moved. Base
is 4.
Base is 4.
-1 for standstill, which is
So 3.
3.
He has moved.
He has moved, and that's the wasp. He has a 2, so that's 5.
All right.
And what is your range?
This is medium range.
So 2, so you're
2.
7.
So 7. Here we go.
Yeah, boof.
All right. 3 damage.
Energy blast comes in.
That's a crit.
Is it?
Take him down. How does
Oh, he's that small?
Take him down. How does he explode?
All right. So I am, the way that I see it is that I'm tracking this. I'm tracking him over here, and because it's my expectation that if the salvo doesn't hit, then this is going to be my job. And so then he's sneaking around the side. As soon as I see that, he's covered in smoke. I can't see him at all. The torso just flips right, and it all goes into this guy. So my guess is it's a mob movie situation where he is like being pressed back all the way into the rock by these plasma shots. That's the way I would do it.
Yeah. And then you just see shrapnel explode onto the mountainside.
All right. God, if we can get another bite.
now
Now it's the hawk. But
Crippled,
I
yeah.
love that you got the weapon crit. That brings me
That was the
real
one that we
joy.
needed.
Right? Yeah, that's the thing about this game. It's an attrition thing.
All right. The Phoenix
got me.
Hawk just got
Nice.
notified that you obliterated with an energy beam.
Halfway
his buddy.
conversation.
So he has a base of 4. You haven't moved.
Nope.
He moved.
He did.
So it's still 0. So it's easier for him to hit you because you haven't moved.
Indeed.
So it's
Indeed.
0. So he's at a 4
Oh shit.
plus 2 for medium range. So 6 up.
That's a hit.
That hits.
That's a strong one.
3 points of damage.
Okay. I can take it for now.
Your marker.
Oh yeah, over here. You thought of everything.
Hey, listen. You know what? I'm fucking around.
Oh, and I was just gonna say, let's put the camera into the dice tray. So take a look at this. So these cards are apparently erase, or they're already dry erase, but we just sleeved them up. Eric threw some sleeves on there, so you can just track all of your damage right on this thing, and then
Oh, actually,
wipe it when you're done.
thank you for tracking damage because of Roshan's
it's down 1.
blast. It's down 1 weapon, 1 point.
Yeah.
So you're
Perfect.
got 1 extra.
All right. I was just gonna say I had a chance to model the wiping right there. All right. So.
We're back to the top.
Man,
of the round.
this is fast. This is crazy fast. When we have a couple mechs, it's going to be so fucking
Remember when
choice.
you build a
lance,
lance or a star,
you get bonuses.
You get bonuses.
All right.
All right, you got the initiative, so these boys are going to come up after you.
This is exactly what we want. So if we can,
Is it?
yeah. So if we can clean him up, and then punch a hole in this blackjack, call the Calypso in, get our stuff, and then we're out.
Oh no. So, Stavrin, you see the Phoenix Hawk's jets on its back spool up as it charges you
Yeah, there's not much left.
and slams into you.
Yeah, he has to. He's got to make a play, because otherwise we'll just shred him.
Okay. So,
Now we move.
yep.
So can I move?
Yeah.
Roshan is waiting for the commander's tactical choice here, and then
Good.
I will. Then
You're
he
essentially
will
reacting to
react.
him.
Yeah. So can I do a normal move? Well, I'm gonna do that.
That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, exactly. All right, and so now, so as soon as you see me shift, then you make your play.
So should I start laying into
Yeah.
this target?
Yeah,
here?
I think so.
Do I need to move in order to do that?
I'm gonna tell you. Remember, I'm shooting first. If you move into his range, he's gonna get shots on you first.
Okay.
You have not a lot of health left.
But I do have cover.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. So that'll help. So maybe that's fine. Maybe this is just the cost that you pay.
So if I get into the back of his arc, he can't target me. Okay, so rather than having two mechs
Yes.
trying to lay into me, I should probably take a jump.
That's the
Yeah.
arc.
Yeah, just get back there.
Should I go for a super flank?
Because here's his
Jump
arc.
jets.
Oh, you mean the mega flank?
What is your jump?
10.
10. This is probably 2 feet. Yeah, you could easily jump across that.
Okay.
I think that's really cool.
You're going to be right here, roughly. How many you got? Oh, 10?
Oh, it's
No.
only 10. So.
You'll be on here, yeah.
All right. So Roshan just blasts over.
It's just another. It's just every
just see
3
Roshan
seconds is another surprise.
Go over
Like,
your head.
No, I look up the
his
cockpit.
jets are streaking across. You actually feel the heat coming off the top of your cockpit
see
from
it.
his jets.
But it's a good play. All right, now.
Now, I would normally fire, but everybody's in my back arc. So you're up.
Oh shit. Oh, he's like turned away.
Oh, actually, I can.
I think I'm
I don't
probably
think I can
okay.
get you.
Honestly, this is not great, is it, for him?
No, I cannot see.
He has a great shot on the Shadowhawk.
2/3 blocked.
Yeah. He's got an incredible shot on this Shadowhawk.
Yeah, he could easily kill his buddy.
Right here. So you
Initiative is so weird.
isn't it? It's cool though. I like it. But anyway,
It takes a little bit to get used
but
to.
we came out on top of it this time. So do you want to start in?
Sure.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a wild shot because
you jumped.
Because I jumped.
You jumped, and he has partial cover.
Okay, so
So base target number
it's 3. I
plus
moved,
2. You jumped, and that's
and
2.
that's jump, so that's 5.
And then he moved, and that is the blackjack. So that's 1 more for him.
Okay,
6. And what's the distance?
it's medium range.
Medium. So 2 more. So 8.
So 8 on 2 dice.
Dish it up.
That's a hit.
It is. It's 8 on the
Exactly 8.
dot.
How much damage?
So as Roshan is landing,
yeah.
he just fucking lets it
The
go.
salvo is already out.
You just see a halo of missiles fly over this base.
I'm
this blackjack.
I'm
How many
keeping an
points?
eye on him. Like I can just see the top.
6 points.
Roll me a crit.
Okay.
That's what we need.
That's a 3, so engine hit.
Okay. So he is now overheat. You cause 1 point of heat. 1 more engine hit, and he blows up.
Okay.
Now, we haven't talked about overheating yet or
Yeah.
how heat works, but on your card you have a scale of 1 to S.
Right.
Basically 1 to 4.
Right.
When you get to S, that means you have to shut down for a round, and your
Right.
heat drops back down to 0. Now you're going to see this OV number in
Yeah.
front. If you have an OV number, that means you can overheat your mech on purpose,
To get benefits.
and it gives you 1 extra point of damage,
Right.
depending on how many points you spend.
But being hot screws up your targeting
Your
numbers.
targeting numbers and your movement. So if you're overheated by 1, it's +1 to your target number.
Okay.
If you're overheated by 2, +1 to your target number, or +2 to your target number.
And it's the
half
converse
movement.
to half movement. Got it.
yeah.
Or half of the
But this,
number of movement.
this thing fucked up so bad because one of the other things that Pouncer has is flame units underneath. So
Oh yeah, whenever you hit, you should be.
it's only in the specific ranges,
it's
right?
medium and
It's medium and short. Exactly right. So we'll keep this in mind. But essentially, I mean, those flames are licking out. It's a lot of heat. So first things first. So I'm in the back arc. I have moved.
Tell us about melee.
Okay, so since you're base to base, you have to do melee.
Let's do it.
Melee is going to be your skill,
Okay.
or actually,
Your base number?
your base number
Yep.
plus your targets. Also, if you didn't charge, if you charge, you get +1.
Yeah.
If you want to do a death from above,
You jump. Yeah.
you jump, and that will cause a crit if it's successful.
Yeah.
But with basic melee, it's just you punching him.
Yeah.
Unless
With the gun.
Yeah, it's basically fisticuffs. Unless you have a specific thing, a special skill that says melee, which basically means you have a melee weapon equipped.
Yeah, of some kind. Yeah.
So tell me about charging.
So charging, you have to. Your movement has to end up at the base,
Yep.
and when if you're successful, the amount of damage you'll do on this attack,
Yeah.
is your size,
Yeah.
which is located on here.
2.
2. If it's a charge, it's your size +1.
Gotcha.
If it's a death from above, it's size +1 plus a crit. But the thing about a charge is you also take damage back.
Right.
Got it.
So it's not free.
Not free,
Okay.
but you are doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. All right, here. So let's build my
Okay, so
melee number here.
4.
So yeah, 4
you
base.
moved just a regular ground movement, so 0. Plus the TMM of the Phoenix Hawk is 6. Nothing else. No cover, obviously. Attack, target, 6.
Okay. Well, hopefully this will be sufficient here. And obviously this is my understanding is that this is a tender region of the enemy.
That's a success.
Yeah.
Hot sauce.
You don't even have that. Yeah, hot sauce.
Now, can we talk about crits?
A crit punch?
You crit punched him. You want to
His
roll on
friend can see the arm.
The pouncer's arm
much damage do you
detaches
do?
and then a rocket starts to...
Yeah, how much damage do you do normally? What's your size?
My size is 2.
Okay, so again, how do you take him down? Because he's dead. In a critical fashion.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the weapon, the plasma arm, specifically the black plasma arm of the Black Remnant, it basically goes through, and then I just like the same way that you would just like clean your sword on a sheath
blood,
of
yeah.
grass. I just put him into the building.
And you see the dome crumble on top of him. And Roshan, you see this happen. Yeah.
So since this was a melee takedown, is there possibly extra salvage available since
For us,
since this wasn't a massive destructive
no,
blast
exactly
or
right.
anything like
Indeed,
that?
in big savings in every department. All right, here. So that was that attack. And you punch through this thing, and now he's gonna. He doesn't have. I mean, he can shoot back at Kiko. Is my.
Yeah.
No, he can't. He's out of the. Kiko's out of his firing arc.
Yeah, because
He is?
Yeah.
Oh no.
I forgot to add the plus
And I
one to
looked,
that.
and you're 2/3 covered.
Yeah. Okay. So he's just in hell.
Yep.
Okay.
Initiative.
Initiative. You know what? Here, I'm gonna let Roshan do it.
You're gonna give the second in command.
Well, no, it isn't about that. It's that he has
7. Roll again.
he has taken over.
Whoa! And the initiative is yours.
Grisly instincts.
So
right.
this
Yeah.
young
What?
gentleman's gonna-
How do you think this is gonna go for you?
What is this blackjack? Oh, 8. Jesus.
Is this gonna work? Yeah, Ted Meister, the suplex with the catapult. right onto the mat.
All right, the moves are yours.
Oh man, should I jump on him? I mean, I can jump on him. I can jump
can do a death from
literally
above.
over. But I mean, I can literally jump over him and land behind him.
Good.
That's obviously what we should do.
But you might want to give yourself an inch if you want to shoot him, or you can do.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, he's already taken a critical hit, so I'm thinking he can't be much longer for this world. But I can move from here into a place where he cannot strike me. So we have to like and subscribe. So if we go 6 here, and then 6 here. Oh, it's initiative.
That's why you
It's
move
initiative
second.
is crazy.
Yeah. Roshan, your move.
Does he have line of sight to me currently?
Currently, probably not. I think the building's taking
It's
up
too
too
much, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's way too much.
I probably should just stay put.
I think it's fair.
Yeah. Let you.
I think it's fair because
let
you've
the commander have the honors.
yeah. I mean, you've taken some damage.
Less sea bills
Let's do it.
to repair this armor.
Yeah.
All right.
We need the money.
So base target of 4 plus.
Who is he attacking exactly?
Oh yeah, I'm not attacking. You have
can't
to
attack
attack.
anybody.
Yeah. Sorry. My bad. You're up.
Yeah. Well, night. Here we go. So I have moved.
You have moved for 4. That unit has moved, so plus
2.
1.
Oh, plus 1 for him. Okay.
5.
So 4, 5.
Yep.
Attacking from the back, but that's about damage, not about TM.
Yeah,
then,
but
right?
you're in short range, I believe. You're within
Sure.
6.
Yeah.
So 5 up.
So no modifier.
No modifier.
Uh-oh. There's an 8 right there.
Done did it.
Yeah.
So Roshan, you just see 2 blackjack arms just fly up into the air over the collapsed outpost, and a burst of flames.
Yeah, no,
spring out.
I'm in the eclipse
Yeah.
behind this building.
Yeah, exactly. Safe from the blast.
So it's safe to say you can make it back
Yeah. So
to the ship.
So
And you
exactly.
hear Blackjack is like, "You guys done yet?
Yeah.
Can we go home? You have your fun?"
As soon as you winch all this into the hold, chop chop.
Listen, kiddo. Bring it up here.
Absolutely. So we'll bring the Calypso over the field in a VTOL location. We'll start attaching the winches.
Yep.
First things first.
And
I'm the realist.
Yep.
Let's get the cockpit in and in its own separate place.
right. Okay.
And the salvage operation.
Yeah, exactly.
You can see the bay doors open and cranes come out and lift the cockpit in. You're able to drive your mechs into each of your respective bays.
Exactly.
And you hear Burnout say, "Stay in the mech. I want to get out of here as quick as possible."
Oh, just stay in.
Yeah, let me get into orbit first, and then we'll get you out. And then we'll move back into roleplay mode.
I'm exhilarated. I mean, do we need to move all this stuff, or can we just get wild? I mean, I think we just get
You can
wild.
yeah.
Let's just get wild. Let's just have fun.
All right, let's take actually let's take the middle piece off.
Yeah. There you go.
All right, so when we go into roleplay mode, you each start with 3
Oh, these are
plot points.
These are our plot points that we can use to move the story along. I like that.
All right, so you feel the ship take off into and get space, get out of orbit.
Right.
And Burnout comes over the radar. He's like, "Okay, time to you can get out." And you're able to descend out of your mech. And as you start to climb down, the familiar smell of oil and grease from the bay.
Oh yeah.
is
I mean,
prevalent.
it's home,
Yeah.
right?
And as your feet set foot back on that familiar pad, to the back end, to your right and the back end of the bay. You see an empty bay next to you. You see an Atlas, the head of an Atlas mech on the back of the bay.
Right.
To your left, you see Roshan's mech and him jumping down. Across the bay, you see 2 empty bays and a third bay that has a giant piece of metal that's hanging off of chains that's covered by a white tarp.
Oh.
And then on the front of the bay, past Roshan's mech, you see 2 stairwells that lead up, that are hugging each side of the bay, that lead up to a mezzanine.
Oh, nice. This is like the mezzanine in Mechwarrior 5.
Yeah, and then there is a sliding door in the center. And
Sort of the command and control.
Yep. And you see the center door slide open, and out comes an older gentleman, but pretty muscular. He's got long silver hair, chiseled jaw, chomping on a cigar. The cigar isn't lit, but chomping on a cigar.
Eating.
He's got an Aloha shirt on and cargo pants that are camouflage that have been cut into shorts. Saying, well, good job, Cap. Not bad for your first go.
It's Commander Burnout.
Okay, kiddo, don't get too cocky.
We've discussed it. I know we've discussed it.
Yeah, we'll see. And then as you see a rumbling or a fumbling over on that piece of metal that's covered by the white tarp.
Yeah.
And you see a young teenager slide out from underneath the tarp on a rope.
Underneath the billow.
Yeah, but she's hanging upside down like a spider coming out of her web.
Just working,
You see her red hair. Her red hair is knotted up in two bulbs, and the rest of her long hair is just straight down. She's like, "So, Cap, looks like you guys did great." No, this is gonna be too much to repair. God damn.
Listen, if it's any comfort to you,
I've got stuff I'm working on.
well, listen. I was just. What? There was.
Yeah, it's zigzag this, zigzag do that. Fine. No time for zigzag. Just let me do my thing.
But zigzag is not downside. Zigzag is not experiencing the incoming fire. I'm sorry that you have to
Zigzag
polish
is
the
keeping
mechs.
your ship alive. It's fixing your mechs after you've just annihilated them. Look at what Roshan did. He's got like one fucking arm left.
I would never say that your contributions are not a balm to the spirit, Zigzag. If it's any consolation, I did get you a bunch of new toys to play with.
Oh, yeah?
Down there. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That was the whining of the winch you might have heard. Some treasures. I want you to look over all that shit that we scraped up off of the battlefield. I want you to see. Listen, you know what? Because I'm in a kind mood, you can have a couple of those parts for your project.
All right. And then you see her excitedly crawl back up.
Disappear back
into the sheet. And Burnout says, "Hey, Cap, I'm going to get up to the cockpit. We got a rendezvous with Caleb. Get him his treasure. Get us paid. Take your time. Relax. Do what you need to do."
Absolutely.
And then I pass the mic over to you, and you start GMing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's how this game works.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, here. What a cool coin. All right. Now,
And you see Burnout walk out. Zigzag has gone back up into her hole of
into her cocoon.
Yeah.
I'm going to go over and just stand at the base of Roshan's Nova and just try to get a sense of if we made enough money on this to fix this thing. Because there was, I mean, also every rocket, this was the maiden voyage, basically. And for me, I just want to make sure that I know that the numbers work.
So you know that once you make this drop off with Caleb, you're getting 4 million C-bills.
Right.
Then he offered you an
extra bounties.
Extra 500,000 per mech.
Extra, right? So
Extra mech after that locust.
It's 5-5 at the end of the day.
Yeah, but you also picked up some scrap. Makes it a 6 total.
Exactly. Perfect. And goodies, like whatever they might have had on there. Although it seems like some of those might not have been up to spec 100%.
Yeah, and that's what we're going to count as the 500,000 for the scrap.
Exactly.
And that translates out into another 2 XP apiece.
Yeah. Exactly. So now that Roshan is out, I'm going to say, kid, so you never fought in these games? That doesn't track. So you're going to need to, you actually have to explain to me why you are a wizard at the helm, because the alternative is that you have actually lied to me and lied to my father about who you are. And it's okay. It's all forgiven.
His neural helmet is askew. He's just a fucking mess. There's sweat drenched all over him. He's actually on all fours on the ground, dry heaving.
And then it's like I get done with my speech. I get done with my speech, and I'm like, shit. I get it up. I give it the tug. We get neural helmet back up, and I say, "Oh no,
sorry, Commander.
No.
I don't know what happened.
No, you did a good job. You're confused. I'm trying to say that you did too good a job, and you did such a good job that I got worried. No, come over here." And so I'm going to lead him over to Burnout's bar that he keeps in that Atlas. We're not looking for service. We're not looking for bottle service.
A slight limp.
Yeah, exactly. But it has stools, is what I'm saying. And it also has water. So we're just going to sit over here. I'm going to get behind the bar, and I'm going to say, "No, you did a very good job."
It's still just like breathing heavily. And I did?
You did the opposite of a bad job. You're never going to hear me say it again, but I'm not paying you enough.
As you're saying the speech, calculating in your head, you know it's going to cost about $1 million C-bills.
Just exactly. So the calculator is working the whole time. There's a spool of paper coming out of the back of my head, and I say, "No, kid, no, you did good."
I'm really sorry, Commander. I probably could have done better.
I'm gonna say, hang on. So I have my personal communicator. I have my holo map. I have my micro recorder. I just set it up on the bar. And then I'm pulling up the scene at the end of the fight where he jumps over me.
You're like a mech journalist?
Yes, exactly. Well, yeah, no, I have to be. This is about KPIs, motherfucker. He's got to turn in real results every quarter. And I pull up the part, and I like.
You're grading your.
Absolutely, 100%. I'm scrubbing through, and it goes over my thing. I've got like multiple cameras on it.
Yeah.
He jumps over me onto the other side of the terrain, fires a salvo of missiles that just guts a mech on the other side, and I say, "Kid, this is a performance. This is you doing well."
So Roshan is like looking at the screen, his eyes widen, and then all of a sudden, like you see relief wash over him. And he looks back at the Nova T, and he looks back at the thing, and he's like, "Oh, great! I'm so glad we got another pilot."
Say, what? No. This is. I'm going to scrub back to the information, and this time I'm going to put all the pilot data, and I'm going to associate, cross-reference the pilot data with the mech, the performance. I say, "No, this is."
Roshan's still not convinced. He's like, "They're really good."
I say, I can see this is going to take longer. I can see this is going to take longer than I thought. Long story short, you're not going anywhere. I'd like to extend you. I would like to extend you a full contract with the Black Remnant. And I mean, I don't know. How does Lieutenant sound? Is that? You like the ring of that? Does that sound okay?
Hey, if you insist, Commander, I guess.
I don't know about you. And here, so then I'll just hand this over to Keek. You can cook up a scene, or we can collab on a scene. We can just continue this scene, however you want to do it.
I guess like Roshan is still completely wiped out from this, from whatever happened previously.
Yeah.
Not quite sure.
No, it's not clear.
It's not clear. He notices the damage on the Nova T and starts to attempt to assist Zigzag in some of the repairs.
You see her pull, fall back down. She says, "Don't you dare touch that! You're only going to screw it up." And then she just climbs back into her hole.
It's best. It's best. That's honestly her being nice. So it's okay.
No, Roshan, he does not. He knows that he has got a little nutty professor stuff happening here, so he knows that he is best to not engage and or involve himself based on that greeting.
And then she slides back down and says, "Love you," and then climbs back up.
That's also a joke. You can't trace anything that she's talking about. And I say, no. Obviously, we have a meeting with the client. Mm-hmm. It's normal for the lieutenant to attend that. It's like we got $1 million in damage, but we made 5.5.
6.
We made 6. That's a business. That's a business.
Sounds good. If you say so. Glad I could help. The shock wears off and the blood starts to rush and he just passes out.
I say, this time I'm gonna
see Roshan drop to the ground.
I say, this time I'm gonna handle it.
Okay.
It was a great meeting, and I finished the minutes, and I look over at inside the bar. I look over at the tiki girl dancing. I say, thank you for taking minutes. You're a prized part of this organization. This is, yep, exactly right. I love what I'm seeing. Raise next quarter if we can do it.
I picture you just dragging Roshan out of the way just so he doesn't get hurt.
No, exactly. So I'm gonna pull him out.
Just sort of sit him up
I'm gonna
against
set
the
him.
bar.
I'm gonna set him in the hammock. He can, whatever happened, he's welcome to sleep this off. And then basically, I'm just starting to think about this Caleb situation. Mm-hmm. My fear is that this was supposed to go another way. So I'm going to be paying very, very close attention to how he characterizes the extra 3, in the Op 4 group. Yeah. And just like, I'm not going to do anything crazy. This is the first job we've had a chance to take. I'm absolutely not trying to do anything that would diminish my access to this teat. But at the same time, this is the debrief on this is going to have information for me.
Yeah. And you hear over the comm system, Burnout, he's like, "Captain, it's going to be about 2 days worth of travel till we can meet up with Caleb. I don't know, kick the tires, get some sleep.
Absolutely.
Explore the studio.
Yeah.
Do what you need to do."
Yeah. And that is exactly what we're going to do. So I'm going to pull up the wider comm, mm-hmm. and I'm gonna pull up any information I can about the old company, mm-hmm. like how they're moving, what they're doing, how well they're doing. The company that we are a splinter from.
Yeah.
In my mind, it was called Othos 88.
Okay.
So if you would like to use that name, that's available. But yeah, I mean, there'll also be some livery concepts that I think would be cool. Mm-hmm. But basically, they're rivals now. Mm-hmm. Like the mercenary company that I grew up in is now our chief rival in this area. Yeah. And we have 2 mechs. So not rival in the classic sense.
Not rival in the classic sense.
I could put out a crazy mixtape,
Technically, so right now you're mini GMing. So what this is the point of the mini GM.
Oh, yeah,
What do you see? What can you pull up and see?
Let's see. Yeah, I mean, so if it's completely up to me, then what I would say is that that they have just, at the moment that we were cut loose, they have just signed an incredibly lucrative ongoing services contract. This is essentially my birthright. And I'm just looking at the number, and it's like when you've been looking at a font too long.
Okay.
I can't parse the number.
Okay, this is where to do something like this, you have to spend a plot point.
Yeah. So I'm going to put the plot point out,
and
I'm going to say, my worst enemy is doing incredibly well.
Yeah. Okay. You also hear from from Burnout.
Yeah.
And he says, I got a missive coming in.
I'll just go up there and sit. It's like I think I've probably been bothering him for a long time. I'm just going to go up there and sit in the co-pilot seat.
Okay.
feet up. I'm just going to listen to the music he's got going.
Okay.
And because we got 2 days, I mean.
And he sends you over a data script, and on it it's a missive from Felix Bane of the Draconis Combine.
Felix Bane. All right. As long as you got it noted.
Yeah. He's offering a defense mission. He wants you to protect an outpost on planet Prado.
Does it talk anything about the OP4?
No, but he's saying there are rumors that there is going to be a insurgency to steal classified information from the base.
Oh. Okay. How much are they offering?
4 million C-bills.
Okay, so it's comparable in terms of how they would associate the price with the lift. It's comparable to the one that we just did. Yeah, I'll definitely put in a bid for that.
Okay. And your scene ends. Burnout says, hey, let's get some shut-eye. I'm going to set this thing on autopilot. And the token goes over to Roshan. Roshan, you've napped for almost 24 hours now.
Are we in a jump, or is this just like regular?
No, it's just regular flight.
Okay, regular flight.
Yeah, it can. I think this type of ship can travel with a jumper.
You can get to jump ships. And
Oh,
lock
okay,
in.
so this isn't a jump.
This isn't a jump ship.
A jumping vehicle.
This is an Aerodyne drop ship. Yep.
Fifth Daughter Moss Mechs as a service. Basically, yeah. But basically, he's telling me to get some shut eye, but I've already fallen asleep in the passenger seat up front. I'll be very surprised when I wake up.
Okay.
So Roshan comes to in the bay. What's happening in the bay right now? Like
you hear zigzag. You hear a lot of screwing, bolting. You see sparks flying from under that white tarp. You see a little bit of your mech has been repaired, basically legs up. You're kind of impressed at how quick she works. But you can hear her fiddling away underneath the tarp itself. Other than that, the bay is empty, outside of the bar.
Okay. Well, Roshan just gets up off the ground and like he's been asleep, so he doesn't. He's energized. He's ready.
He's
to go.
probably starving.
Like he's starving. But he still sees like stuff happening, and he wants to help if he can. So he's in a little bit better shape than he was previously. So he walks up to the Nova T and Zigzag and offers his assistance again. Is Zigzag's response this time a little bit nicer?
What do you want to help with?
Like, I don't know, anything you need help with, Miss Zigzag. Whatever I can do.
Great. I love that you said that. And she slides over a big paint, a pot of paint, and a giant gun. Have fun.
All right. So what does it look like?
It is the bluish paint that would coat your mech.
Okay.
She basically is giving you the runt of the litter and the testing grounds.
Newbie.
Yeah. Well, this is something Roshan has been doing throughout his not so much career as in his life is just sort of getting the dregs jobs. So this is well within his purview. So he just starts to paint away into the night.
Great. And as you do that, you see Zigzag kind of poke her head out of her tarp every once in a while and just kind of nod and like.
Listen, as long as you're not getting any more
and it goes back up.
Sharp-tongued commentary, you're moving in the right direction.
Yeah.
So that's it for Roshan. That's a short one.
Burnout. You feel a tapping on your shoulder. He's like, Cap, you want to wake up? We got a call coming in from Julius Nocta. You want to take it?
I can only.
Oh God.
I'm sorry. I can only hear it when someone calls me commander. If they say captain, it's like I don't hear it at all.
Kid, wake up!
Oh yes. Hello.
You got a call.
All right. I'm on it.
Do you want to take it?
Yes.
You sure?
Who's it from?
Julian Nocta.
Oh. Yeah. Absolutely. Our bid must have gone through.
What the hell are you talking about?
I don't know. I just woke up.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, just take it here. I just start
Unless
pushing
you
buttons.
want it in private.
Yeah. You know what? I'll do that. I'm the commander now.
Okay. So You walk into you move over and walk into your rooms. What does your personal private quarters look like?
Yeah. The private quarters, I think, is probably like, I think that it is not amazing, but I do think that I've had the same room for ever. I think that I have just had this room in the ship. And so the room itself is probably only maybe on this ship. It's nice. It's like 3 times the size of this table, basically. So it has like a fold down bunk that's held up, chest of drawers. It's pretty ordinary stuff. This is not where the money goes. But it does have I do have my communicator and everything that I just set it up on a table, push some pants off, turn it on and receive the call.
Okay, and you see a face come on the screen, and it's a very gaunt man with pale white skin, wet curly hair. He's like,
Wet?
"Hey,
I make my face still.
yeah, Otho, nice to see you're out on your own again." Yeah.
It's like,
Listen, I don't want to do this, but I got a job for you.
well, why don't you? What do you mean you don't want to do it?
Well, you're the only one in the system,
Okay, well, I mean, yeah, that is true, but
and yeah, I don't have any experience.
well, hey, now that's not true. We actually just did a job, and we're getting great numbers on Yelp. So think about that.
God, I hate this.
So
All right.
So what's the problem?
Listen, I'm going to offer you a heavy compensation. All you have to do is go to the planet Prado. There is an outpost there.
Fuck.
I need you to sneak in, get data cards that are inside of that outpost that belong to the Draconist Combine and get them to me. And don't look at the tapes if you do succeed.
What if I look at the tapes? Is that bad?
I'm not paying you if you do.
Oh, okay. Well, listen. I mean, who all do we have? I mean, I assume I'm going to be part of a force.
No, I need you to sneak in with your crew, get the tapes, get out. That's why I really don't want to give this to you.
Well,
Sorry.
If you don't want to give it to me, then why are you giving it to me?
You're literally
that
the
sort of
only
sounds-
ones in the space.
I don't think that's true. I think this is.
The 6 million sound good to you?
I think this is your weird idea. I think that this is like a negotiating tactic. I thought that my screen was greasy, but it's actually just you. It's your body
No one calls me
and your
greasy.
hair. They don't have to call you that in order for you to be it. This is something I'm going to have to think about. Obviously, it sounds like I'm the only one in the system. Yeah, I'll get back to you.
Fine, you got one day.
I got my picket job, so you know how it is.
I doubt that.
Wash. And I hit the button.
Okay.
Oh boy. Okay. God, I was hoping we were going to be there with a group and we could get the plan and then just reverse engineer the plan and put holes in them. But that's worse.
So you got 2 jobs on the table now.
Oh, I know. And I already put in a bid for the other one. Is there a way that I can do both jobs? Is there a way I can do both jobs? We need more mechs.
Think about it.
We need more mechs. So Otho's
You want to
80.
spend a pop point?
I do. Otho's 88 have been around for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Long enough, I hope, that I could put a call out and then maybe one of them, jump capable, could get over here into this neck of the woods and we could set up a kind of mech pageant. a kind of mech performance. We've got these hollowed out fucking shells, 4 of them. We could put up something like a lance, and they would not take very many shots. And I bet that we could get Zigzag to run some remote piloting. I close the lid of my communicator, and I just burn for a second, trying to put it together. Do I need another team? Yes. I need help from someone who has helped me before.
Okay.
Someone who I have experience with, someone who I can trust, and someone who there's a possibility to come out on top. Yes, exactly. My positive trait is that I have significant connections.
Okay.
And I would like to use that. Now, my negative trait is that I have a gruesome enemy. And so both of these are now in play for you because you kind of have to balance them out. So yes, I am going to open the computer back up and put out a call to a mercenary company that had a good relationship with my father, but not my uncle. And then hopefully somebody who doesn't have any particular feelings about the Draconis Combine.
All right. So are you trying to put a bid on both jobs?
Oh yeah. But I need this other group to come in and bid for the other part of the job.
Okay.
So I'm going to withdraw my bid for the Draconis part.
Okay.
So I can maintain my bid on the Insurgent part.
I don't think we've put in the
You
bid
haven't
yet
put it.
for
Yeah, you haven't
Draconis.
accepted it yet.
I had
You have a
intended.
day.
I had intended to slot one in, but that's fine. I just won't do it.
You told them that you'd get back to them.
Exactly. So essentially, what I want to do is hire an op for. And it has to be somebody that we can trust, somebody who can come in, and more importantly, somebody with the cachet that they're going to accept their bid early.
Okay.
Right?
Great.
Okay. So now what happens?
Hey, Captain, you should get up to the cockpit. You're not going to like this.
I am working right now.
Now.
Oh, okay.
This isn't.
I hear the uncle voice.
Yeah.
I trip on the pants as I leave and then
Roshan,
get
you
back
see
up.
him running past you as you look out from your quarters.
I say, "This is professional," and then I head up the stairs. Tung, 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 tung.
Roshan just, I guess, follows.
Squirrely up.
Yeah, exactly.
And as the doors fly open from the cockpit.
Yeah.
You run up, put your hand on Burnout's chair.
Yeah.
And you're panting as it took so long.
Yeah, exactly. I got one hand, one on each side.
Yeah. And you just see in front of
Like
you.
out the window?
Out the window, an Aerodyne Titan come into view. And you know exactly whose ship this is, as you can hear over the comm systems.
Oh no.
Hey, kiddo, it's Uncle Logan. I hear you made it through your first meeting.
Oh man, and you can see it right, like as it sort of descends, you can just see this black 88, like the whole way, like too slowly moving down right up to the cockpit. And it's like we're on the radio, but it should be a situation where he can see me and I can see him, even though we're in space.
What's the size disparity of these ships?
It is 4 times the size of your ship. It can hold, this Titan can hold a crew of 10 and then 18 other soldiers on it.
Okay.
And he says, nice to see you're still alive.
Yeah.
Looks like we got to talk a little bit about what you owe me.
What do you mean? Oh.
And that's where we're in for the week.
Okay. All right, dude. Okay, I think that actually works and is fun. I think that is something that we can do again with great pleasure. Obviously, next week, Well, God, I mean,
Well,
Tuesday.
I'm here.
We could do
Everybody
Tuesday.
here?
I mean, how busy is your Tuesday before the show?
We're doing it.
Okay, here. Then let's do this. Let's figure out this Logan situation. As we're coming back, I don't owe him shit. I didn't do shit. But no, dude, that was a blast. Thank you very much for cooking that up.
I'm actually flying out on Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean,
We can do Monday.
We do Monday. Okay.
yeah. I mean, we you want to do Monday, or do we want to do like a different?
No, we can do Monday.
Here, let's do Monday. Okay.
Let's
Monday.
go, let's
Ask Josh.
Yeah, Josh, is that doable?
Great. Thanks for fucking show.
Oh, Josh has the cooking thing.
Doesn't matter.
It's fine. Here. So you want to do same time?
Yeah.
Monday, 2 o'clock?
2 o'clock, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Well, hey, I hope that you enjoyed that. I hope that you are the type of weirdo who would appreciate this type of content. Let's do some more of it. Thanks so much to our chef, Eric J. Benson, obviously the lieutenant here, doing a great job. Josh on the ones and twos, Ghost on the cameras.
I had a question about the name of the Merc.
The name of the mercenary group is called Black Remnant. And so let me get the sign up data, because there's like parallel story thing. There's a Twitter feed that is the.
Oh, there is a Twitter feed.
There's a Twitter feed that is the. I'll look it up.
Yeah.
We'll dish that up for you on Monday. I'll put in a few posts so you can sort of see the side narrative.
Yeah, we're gonna be talking about all their upgrades, things that are going on the ship.
Exactly, and we also have, I think,
feed.
some novel ways to maybe get chat involved. I don't want to say anything about it until we have a chance to perfect it. But hey, until next time, we'll see you.